Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 28th, 2025. This is for Leo. Last shuffle for Leo. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on. So we have joyous fun here and we have increase. A lot of you need to see that you are being given a gift. There's a gift of love that's coming towards you. There's something that you need to surrender to, okay? A love that you need to surrender to here. They're bringing up that there's a need for you to be balanced in something. There's a need for you to realize that there's a lot of potential in a situation. A lot of this, let me make sure, because it looks like you're resisting something. Like you may feel, mm, for some of you, you may feel very disconnected now from some sort of conflict or struggle. Some of you may have been defensive, protective, angry, argumentative, mm, trying to gain control of your life again in some way. Okay. Seven of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Emperor with Joyous Fun. Some of you may have been. I'm gonna tell you something. If you've got this energy coming towards you, right? I'm seeing someone coming towards you, and you may be arguing or defending yourself in the situation. You have taken a lot of joy into finally saying some stuff you wanted to say. Knight of Swords is gets to the heart of some stuff. This is a person that's got they sort of, oh, what? This is a vibe of someone who is walking away, and then someone said something, and you turn around and was like, "What did you just say?" Okay, now you want to talk. Okay, you want to talk about mothers. I got you. I'm seeing a person who's done this or is in the energy of doing this. I got something else to get off my chest kind of energy. Spirit saying you need to be very balanced in what you're saying and to surrender to the fact that you're worthy of the best. You're going to get what you give. Whatever the situation is, Spirit wants you to question your anger or your motives. And the reason why is because karma is coming to pay a visit to somebody. And you don't want to be, because they're showing that you need to be in your North Node. Okay. Your spirit now needs to be in the North Node energy. And North Node is one that is about saying, I now know what my purpose is. I understand what the purpose of this person in my life is. I understand why I'm where I'm at because I've gone through life lessons. I've experienced the karma. The South Node is karmic. The South Node is the lessons we got to learn, right? But the North Node is saying, I'm past all that. I'm done. I want to get off that wheel. I don't want to continue to learn the same lesson over and over. Okay. You can't force things. You definitely can't force someone to see things your way. You want to make sure that you've learned the lesson of whatever it was that you were dealing with, so you're not going to repeat it. You do not want to repeat this lesson. You do not want to go back to the space. You do not want to be overwhelmed with and spiritually exhausted with defense and defending yourself and saying what you got to say and trying to gain control of your life. You want to surrender to what Spirit's got in store for you. You want to know that whoever this person is or whatever the situation is, it doesn't have power over you anymore. It's time to release it with love. It's time to dissolve this attachment with love. The attachment to this imbalance, to this, I'm not getting what I deserve in life. This, I know I'm worthy of the best in life, but I'm settling for less so I can say what I've got to say. They're showing your potential is completely endless. There's something here that, man, you need to take a very nice healing bath to help you to attract abundance, especially financial abundance, because there's an increase with the Five of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. If you continue on this path of imbalance, especially if you're angry with somebody, it's going to affect your money. I would take a healing bath here. With I always put salts in my bath, but when it comes to healing baths, but you would want to use certain essential oils, like maybe green apple, which is very difficult for me to find, or jasmine essential oil. Okay, and you need to light a green candle, and meditate on your truest desires. You really do. You need to look deep inside and feel the love that's being sent to you. Some of you may be rejecting this love because of whatever the heck this person may have said or done. It may have been one thing too much, right? And so they're wanting you to focus on personal prosperity, gifts that you would want to come your way, the love factor, because even to this degree, this looks like someone who may have said things out of anger that they didn't mean, and that they do. There's a lot of love in the situation. That could be a factor as well. Someone saying something to you, but the things that they have said, as far as coming from an angry place, or maybe even an egotistical place, they truly hold no power over you anymore. Spirits like dissolve that energy. It's important now to heal those bonds, or heal uh, what was destroyed by those words, right? There's an increase of shutting that energy out, but also this increase is about saying what you put in is what you're going to get. So you need to be careful about what you're giving. If you are um, repaying someone with the energy that you felt they were giving you, you are going to reap the karma of that energy again. So this would say to me that even if someone else was wrong, if you do something wrong, then it's just going to perpetuate the cycle. This person's going to continue doing whatever the heck they're doing. Spirit is saying you've got to be on the side of right. Give what you want back. You're worthy of that, right? Also, too, and I know I've said this many times before, that if they're saying that this no longer holds power over you, this tells me that you are allowing someone else's ignorance to control you, right? You don't fight fire with fire, and they want you to be in that space to understand that there's not enough fire in that space for this to continue. Like this, if you're, especially if you're in a romantic relationship, this is killing the relationship completely. This back and forth tit for tat is killing it. Even if this person started it, you continue to finish it. You're finishing it off. You're ruining everything. And they're showing that there's something about you both. There's a lot of love in that situation, and you may not want to do that. It's time for you to take advantage of the opportunities in front of you and surrender to some level of love that you know is there, kind of thing. It does, even to some degree, surrendering to it doesn't always mean that, okay, well, I'm not gonna be angry with this person anymore, or I'm not gonna go ahead, be in this space. Doesn't mean that there were, like, if you're in a current relationship, doesn't mean that it's not going to end. But what it does mean is that you are attracting that kind of love to you. So it may not be this person, but it may be someone else, right? But you don't want to put out, because for some reason they're showing karma is here trying to collect on the south node, and you're supposed to be in the north node. Okay, you need to look in your chart to see where your north node lies. Okay, what aspects are in your north node? What is you know what I mean? I can't think of the right word, but what's in that aspect of your chart? They want you to sit on your throne because your potential is endless. We have a new beginning with the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. There's a nervousness here, and a need to be independent of this tit for tat energy. The new beginning is saying that it's nerve wracking to not be so codependent on paying somebody back and treating them the way they treated you. There's something nerve wracking about it, and it's mostly because you may feel like you got more to say. Like you may be like, I didn't get a chance to tell them this part, but Spirit's saying that it's time now to lay down the mantle, because this is something that is going to exhaust or deplete your spirit. All right, so we have a milestone here with the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I don't like that the message itself, because I'm like, you know what? Sometimes someone needs to get a what for, you know what I'm saying? But they're not. They said, don't do it this time. The milestone is to be patient and sit back, wait, before you engage in something. They want you to consider and contemplate a compromise. Develop a new way to work with somebody. Develop a new way to connect with someone. That I'm seeing angel number 1919, and that is extremely karmic, and it does have a lot to do with learning your lessons. making sure that you're making space for new opportunities. It's time to let something go, especially something that has had you in a chokehold. They're showing a situation that has you sitting back, um, or you may feel as though it held you back, and that you may still be angry. You may still be ready to say something to someone, but they're saying that it's not creating a balance. It's not balancing your life the way it should. It's going to create an unrequited situation when there's someone here who has a message. It's like, seems like someone really wants to say that I love you so deeply. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Like, look inside, you can see it, you can feel me. There's someone who's in this space. They adore you, but something has gone too far. Something has gone too far, and it's time for you to get off the ride. It's time for you to have learned the lesson of this, right? Didn't you learn from what they've done to you that you shouldn't do what they're doing? Monkey should definitely see but not do. You know what I mean? Do this. There's this ritual, this bath. Okay, they want you to say something to the energy of like, or focusing on the candle, and with harm to none, plenty for all. You know what I'm saying? Something to that degree, like with harm to none, plenty for all. Your needs will be met. Luck will be yours. That kind of energy. You have gifts. Something. I don't really like to follow a spell of another person. So I'm just giving you the energy because you know what? Intentions, magic, all these things, right? They're curtailed for individuals. There are some things, of course, you could say that's like, yep, you definitely, we're gonna, that's something that you should say. But I feel when it comes to your luck, your healing, your money magic, you should come up with your own thing. There, okay. It doesn't have to always be a rhyming thing. It's what you feel. Say it, what you believe, because all of it is about belief, the power you put behind your words, right? Believe what you're saying about about blessings, about money, about healing, about not harming, making sure. Um, I can't remember the name of these numbers. I believe it's Grabavoy. I'm mispronouncing his name. I already know because I've only seen his name, didn't actually hear it spoken. But he has mastered the sequence of numbers. And usually there is a sequence that would speak to global salvation. What you're doing is not harming the matrix of the world. It's that you are just getting your portion of things without harming anyone. So that would be something you'd want to say. To that degree of understanding that things, if anything, what I'm getting out of the universe is a portion that is set aside for me, and it also is assisting and helping and healing others, kind of thing. So you have well, there's a color or a flower here, violets, right, that they would say that you might want to incorporate into your day to help you to help to remind you that your purpose is to create a balanced life here, right? And I'm seeing also like moths, if they're around you, would be a reminder to surrender to the situation and not to continue to fight or to allow anger to have any power over you. So because you could be quite angry from this, is what I'm seeing. Doesn't have to be too. It could be more like righteous anger. I mean, anger is anger, right? It's not necessarily like you're just a hothead. It's like there's somebody here who is like, I am not happy with the situation because this and that happened. But they're saying if you continue to live in this way, then you're reaping karma. You don't want to do that. You could be dealing with an Aries, another Leo, Sagittarius, or a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.